Hey guys, so let's talk about abandonment real quick because I get this so much. I've done so many videos on it, and it's something that I know a lot of people struggle with. It's definitely a wound that a lot of us have had or still do have. So where does it even come from? So obviously, it comes from mom, dad, grandma, whoever the influence was in your life or was supposed to be an influence in your life abandoned you in some way, whether it was physically, mentally, emotionally, what have you. That doesn't mean that dad just took off. Maybe dad was there, but dad never really sat in a space for you. He never really listened to you. And so you form this abandonment wound. Then as an adult, you grow up and you go out into the world and you try to hook up with people and find people to heal this wound, to fill this void. Now, you go out into the world and you're trying to find people to kind of like heal this part of you. And of course, because that's unhealthy and probably because you're a little unhealthy as well, maybe some codependency, low self-esteem, etc., that basically all ties into this I'm not enough, which of course ties into abandonment, because then you attract unhealthy relationships and then that person as well abandons you, then it just reinforces abandonment even more. So how do we get over abandonment? How do we get over it is what we've all heard: stop abandoning yourself. So if I abandon myself, well, actually, let's go here. If I'm a person that has healthy relationships, or if I'm a person that really loves myself and I'm healthy, then basically what that means is I know how to give myself all of the things that an unhealthy person is looking for in relationships to fill them up because they're not able to do it themselves. So what is that? I'm looking for people to validate me. I'm looking for people to tell me I'm enough. I'm looking for people to agree with me. I'm looking for people to soothe me, to motivate me, to love me unconditionally, to see me, flaws and all, and never give up on me. So I'm looking so much outside for people to give that to me, and I don't at all give that to myself. Not all of it, all day, every day, 100% of the time. I don't, right? So now if I'm going out into the world and I'm completely unhealthy and I'm looking for all these people to give it to me, that means already I'm going into an unhealthy relationship. So if I'm going into an unhealthy relationship, then the chance of abandonment is extremely high, because not only that, I'm looking for people to give me what I should already be giving myself. So that means I'm already putting so much pressure on you to give me something that I should be giving it to myself majority of the time. Are you going to have a friend that motivates you? Yes. Are you going to have a friend that validates you? Yep. Are you going to still call mom when you're 40 years old and she helps soothe you? Probably. So those things are going to happen. That's what relationships are for. But those are healthy relationships where those people do that for you, but they don't do it for you all the time. When you need it done all the time is when you're in those unhealthy codependent relationships. So we go back to the beginning. How do we actually heal this abandonment? Self-parenting, right? Isn't that what I always am talking about with you guys? Learning how to love yourself, learning how to be mentally and emotionally healthy, learning how to soothe yourself, learning how to be your own parent, right? And give yourself all the things that you weren't given growing up and that you're out in the world looking for others to give you. Now, when you're able to do that for yourself, that means that your standards all of a sudden begin increasing, because if you're doing that for yourself just automatically, you're going to expect that in a partner, a lover, a friend, etc. And so you won't hook up with unhealthy people. And even if you still do and you still attract that relationship and someone leaves you, you won't be so devastated because the foundation of what's going on inside here is already laid out. Like, I already know how to take care of myself. Now, if you leave me and you abandon me too, that doesn't mean I'm not going to be sad and devastated, but I'm not going to allow it to completely control my life where it causes me such devastation that I can't ever move on and I can't ever heal from it, because I know how to heal. I know how to soothe. I know how to love myself. I know how to have positive and healthy self-talk. I know how to pick myself up when I'm down. So all of those things I already can do for myself. So if you leave me, of course I'm going to be sad, but I know I'll be okay. And that's how you get over abandonment.